Welcome back to Collate Solutions, and I am joined by Karimian, a solutions engineer here at Collate, and I am delighted to have you here again. Keya, how are you?
Great to be here, Shawn. Yeah, I'm great. How about yourself?
I am doing excellent. And we're going to do something fun today. So we want to explore Redshift a little bit and how we're going to do that in Collate and maybe explore agents. And you told me you totally had this down, so I am in your capable hands, like Allstate. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike there. So what do you say? Are we good to go?
Definitely good to go. Yeah, Redshift is another one of our most commonly used connectors. And coincidentally, that's actually the service I like to demo to prospects and clients. So really
Oh,
familiar with that one.
good. I haven't done it yet.
Hey, good thing I'm here then.
At least from scratch. So this will be good. All right. Let me share screen here. So we're going to start on settings, right?
Yep.
And services, right?
Yeah.
And databases.
Yeah. Redshift is a database. Yeah. I do
So we're
add
going
new
to add a new
service.
one.
Yeah.
And since there's so many databases, red, bada boom.
That's it.
All right. So I guess this part's easy. We'd just call it demo Redshift. And so everybody knows that I'm doing something for Shawn. Now, credentials. Okay, so let's see. Username. And there's the password. This is pretty easy so far. Okay,
There you
host and
go.
port. All right, so we're doing this on AWS.
Yeah. Redshift is a great connector because it falls into the AWS ecosystem. So it connects to other services like Glue and things like that. S3,
Okay,
where you can build out manual lineage if you wanted to do that. But yeah, a lot of capabilities with Redshift.
excellent. So are we ingesting all databases?
Yes, we can do that for now. Yeah.
Okay. And anything in advanced here we want to do?
Um, no, we can close that up. That's just for advanced connectivity settings.
Okay.
So we're just doing a basic test connection here to make sure, one, we can connect, and two, that our service account has the right permissions. So checks for all of that there.
Okay, good. We got a clean connection status on the test, so let's just move forward.
Okay, so here we're going to dictate whether we do any filtering patterns. So we can filter on the database, the schema, or even a table. And these filters can be whole words describing the tables themselves and schemas, the database names, but you can also do regular expressions here. So
Oh,
regex expressions are really helpful because sometimes maybe you have a postfix or a prefix to certain schema names that you only want to pull in. You can do that here.
oh, nice. So do
Yeah.
we need to do anything, or are we good with this?
We should be good here. Let's go ahead and move forward. This also dictates our first metadata ingestion. So whatever setting is here will then initiate the metadata agent configuration.
Ah, so I see 4 pending agents.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and click on that Agents for tab up there.
Oh, one's running already.
Yeah, let's go see what's running. All right, so we got our metadata agent here. This is our preliminary agent that automatically runs upon setup. So once we
Okay.
connect, we run it. And that's what I was saying earlier is that those filtering patterns go ahead and transfer onto this agent. So if you could do me a favor and just click on those 3 dots on the far right-hand side for this agent,
Mm-hmm.
click on edit for me. I just wanted to validate here that this is where you would come to filter once more if you maybe changed your mind about those preliminary filters. It also provides a plethora of other configurations here, such as marking delete tables, including views, overriding metadata, all this good stuff. If you scroll down just a little bit more, you'll get even more granular and more advanced configs to your liking. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're including views coming in because we usually do want to include views. In some use cases, there are too many views, so let's just stick to tables. Yeah.
Okay.
So we know this agent's running, which is great. So we're going to let it run. In the meantime, if you want, we can go over the other available agents to us. And
Okay.
then once the metadata agent runs, we can see what it brought in.
Excellent.
Yeah. So if we go ahead and click on add agent, we get a few different options here. So the first
Okay.
one we talked about, add usage agent actually brings in popularity and queries at times, and it kind of gives you that deeper sense of the popularity behind database tables, schemas, and helps sort by that to also give more insight to the collate auto tiering feature that classifies certain tables. We're not going to get into that here in this video, but
Okay.
definitely something to look into as part of one of our features for Collate AI. The next agent there
Okay.
is the lineage agent. So what this does
Mm.
is it actually connects directly to your data source, looks through the query logs to then curate lineage. So I believe we have a story lane or a video here and there around that that'll help you kind of get that set
Yeah.
up as a post step to the metadata agent. That's usually the next step that happens there. Then the
Okay.
profile agent here creates profiling metrics. So what that means is like number of rows or percentages of unique values and columns for column profiling. Very important,
Oh, yeah.
helpful metrics that come in here. You can also have custom metrics. So that would be in the form of a custom SQL query that maybe there's a metrics
Mhm.
that you want to keep track of, whatever that may be, that you can have that run with this as well.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I think
And-
DBT agent is pretty self-explanatory. An agent, if you have a DBT pipeline that you want to hook into this, you can do that. We do have that available for a few different connectors. Just worth looking on our doc side of the connector documentation for that. But then the last agent I'll be talking about is that auto classification agent right there. This will actually go through our system tags such as PII sensitive, email, phone number, and actually auto tag all of your columns that look like that. So it would use that sample data at your data source level to find that
Mhm.
and then auto classify it. So
Hmm.
really neat stuff here. This is just breaking the surface of the possibilities with when we talk about metadata enrichment. But yeah, that's where we're at here.
Hey, so what's the Collate AI ones here?
Oh yeah, great question. So Collate AI are AI agents. These are features from our Collate AI add-on that
Mhm.
you can have with your annual contract. But basically, there are three main agents that run that are AI related. The first are the AI documentation agent, which suggests descriptions for you. So
Mhm.
let's say you have a Redshift schema where none of the tables or columns in those tables have descriptions. What you can do is actually just generate them on the Collate side using AI, and this will allow you to accept, reject the suggestions, accept at bulk, reject at bulk, and even enforce the descriptions to come in. So you can say, hey, if there's no description for it, add it in, and it'll do that. So you won't have to go through every table. Very widely used AI agent. Yep. The second one is our
Yeah.
AI quality agent. And this is a
Uh-huh.
great way to get started when it comes to data quality. And here's why. This looks at your metadata and says, well,
Mhm.
maybe we'd be good with this data quality test. And then it takes out a test case out of the box, which we have plenty of, and I'm sure we'll share in another video at some point. But the data quality tests come up and immediately just create themselves so that you have a good
Mhm.
foundation and starting point to data quality. So this is a great one there to have. And then the last one, but definitely not least, is our AI tiering agent spoke on just now. It's auto tiers your data assets, so mainly your database tables. So tables, it classifies from tier 1 to tier 5 depending on importance. Keya, what does importance mean? Well, importance dictates how many times this table's hit, how many queries it has, where it stands in the lineage diagram. When we talk about lineage, is there a lot of dependencies? What does it look like downstream and
Okay.
upstream? It looks like all of these factors to help tier. So all very
Oh,
helpful agents.
yeah, that's useful. Sort of looking at the weight around an asset and classifying it like that. That's
Yeah.
pretty nifty. All right, well, let's switch back here and take a look.
Okay. So what we're ingesting right now has almost 10,000 tables. So that's a lot. This might run for a little. But what
Okay.
it does do is bring in metadata in real time while it's running. So let's go take a look at that. If you go ahead and
Okay.
click on the databases tab right there, yep, it's going
Oh,
to
I
show
see
the
we got
databases that
some.
we're ingesting here. And I'm pretty sure Dev is a good test case here. So let's go into that database. Let's go
Okay.
to that one singular schema we have available to us. Now, these are all the tables here, okay? And we can go through, we can see right now we've ingested 1,800 tables already just for this one schema. But let's just go ahead and click into any one of these.
Okay.
As you can see, this is our database table level. We can see our columns curated right there. No tags coming in, as we can see from the right-hand side. If you scroll up just a little bit. Yeah, so no tags associated with this table. This is pretty much it. We get the description and the column name, data type, description as well when we do the metadata ingestion. So that's what we're expecting.
Nice.
Looks great to me.
Yeah, we got 100 columns here. And
Yeah.
so then we just let it roll. I mean, we've already got a handful of databases and a bunch of tables, lots of tables.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
awesome. That was easy.
That's Redshift for you. Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
absolutely. Thank you. Had a great time.